Don't yell that.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, everybody.
So, James, you don't want me to yell hang dong?
No, please don't yell hang
Okay.
dong.
Guys, we're hanging dongs.
Oh, guys, it has been yeah, right? Exactly. That scares me too. See, I started trying to talk, and then the first thing I see on the screen is that scares me. I'm like, well, that's not good. Guys, it has been
really
a
active.
holiday. I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful time with family and friends, but I am ready and excited to come back to the basement of Alphinius.
Oh, yeah. I'm totally in the wrong game, by the way.
Of course you are.
Yes,
I'm in the Affordals. Like Dell was ready to go.
Yeah, so while our...
Not yet. Not until after New Year's.
while we gather everybody else up on the foundry...
Wait there in half a second.
Oh, I'm totally gonna... I might not be able to run the stream. Oh, hey, hydrate. All right.
Wait, what's going on?
It's not actually hydrating.
It's not actually, that's dehydrating.
No worries.
Wait,
You all be good. Hydrate.
What's happening? Why can't you run the stream?
I'll be out of town. I can probably hop in for the stream, but
Not tonight.
No, not tonight. I was like,
Okay.
oh my
No,
god,
no,
this is
no.
going to
Like,
shut down.
Shit, Eric, it's a little late.
the first week back on the
Think about
affordables.
this. Which will be sometime.
That's what day is that? The
So-
10th? The 8th?
I don't know. We haven't really talked about it.
The 9th is when we'll be finished with this on the 2nd. So we'll come back right after
Yeah.
New Year's and finish this up as like our three week little mini adventure, and then the 9th we should be picking back up, or we might just do a community night that week or that day and play video games or something like that. People pick up the following week. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Kind of the wonders.
I need a long rest.
Welcome all of our new friends.
Yeah.
It's looking
This is
pretty
gonna
rough
be
for you guys
rough.
right now. It's gonna be
It's
rough.
pretty grim.
It is grim. It's grim and gooey all at once. It's fantastic.
Mod poll.
Mod poll.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
You made it, James. Let's poll the mods.
Poll the
All right.
mods.
Well, that's me, you, and Eric.
Does.
Yeah. So, mods, what do you guys say?
I don't know. Hydrate.
How about who's the best member of chat? And we'll go with Elf Alexander because he redeemed the mod poll.
Yay.
There you go. That's what it
There
does,
you go.
Elf Alexander.
Yep. Let me go back on
Couldn't tell
this.
you what that does. I didn't make that one.
I didn't either. So
That's a default one that Twitch
it's a
does.
default one. We just forgot to turn it off.
Oh, someone didn't turn it off.
Shut up. Let me turn off the one. Wait, why is the mod poll even on? That was like the one that was never on. Like,
I know. I don't know how that got turned on.
Gun did messed up.
All right, there we go. That's been turned off. So
All right.
we should be good now. All right, guys.
Let's play.
So, yeah. So look forward to getting back into the swing of things. But until then, let's get back to
Do we have sponsors?
the basement. We don't have. We have our normal sponsors, which is Gooey Cube, who sponsors this wonderful campaign adventure that we're running right now. You can actually pick that up on Gooey Cube's website. Fabled Flame, as usual, she donates a candle every month, which I have to get back to her because I think we're up for our monthly candle.
Yeah, it's somewhere around that time.
Yep. MC Etching, who does these really cool looking glass etchings, all geeky stuff and nerdy stuff. And then, of course, Chrysalis Endeavors, who is our wonderful co-host on Tavern Talks, and he runs Tuesday Night Misfits, and he's just a really cool guy. He also has his own company, so definitely check them out as well. They have all sorts of games that we've played on Tuesday Night Misfits. Yeah. I think that's all of our friends for the moment.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Let's throw one more sponsor in there because she has been lovely enough to come hang out with us the last 2 weeks. Brina is a wonderful artist. She did all of our artwork for our one shot, and she did her own character artwork for this character here. She'll just go over, give her a bunch of love, and she's Brina. Actually, she can share it right now. So you just show it up on her shirt. Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, the green screen thingy.
Yeah, Brina Luna Lives. So make sure you check that out. Yeah, all hell the artist. Exactly. I completely agree. Let me see.
That knuckle crack made me nervous.
Go, James, go.
Oh no.
We're gonna be good. Yeah, so
Everything's fine. Who needs long rests?
you don't need a long rest.
No, I do need a long rest, though.
The drunk
are you gonna have
half
time
elf does, I think.
You're gonna have time to long rest? I guess we'll find out. So
Nobody needs a long rest.
for our wonderful friends who are joining us, we started in the small town of Wavecrest. They found a poster that stated that Phineas Goo needed some help with his decorations, gathering them and getting them ready for Winter's Dance. You were directed to a young maroon boatswoman who took you up the river, and she dropped you off at the Tower of Goo. You knocked. First, you questioned if there was a knocker on the door, but then found the knocker, this massive frog, iron knocker. And as you knocked it, a person came and greeted you, brought you into a small room, and there you waited for the mysterious and amazing Phineas Goo. He came in with parlor tricks and this just immaculate display of entrance, informed you that he needed some extra help and some extra hands. The three of you decided to go along with it. As you were getting ready to walk down the stairs, he did inform you that everything down here will kill you, so be careful, and then threw you into the basement and locked the door behind you. From there, you went in, you found that things like nutcrackers and snowmen and fruitcake come alive down here, and you've dealt with those one by one, but it's been wearing on you. And the things you're finding down here seem to be all not so friendly. But as you finished off the nasty snowman, and one of you donned the hat, you heard this shattering of change just kind of dropping to the ground.
Oh, yeah. I remember
And that's where we are picking back up.
Yeah, I'm wearing that hat.
That's right. You're wearing the hat. Makes you feel warm.
I want to take a short rest.
Short rest.
Yeah. Can we do that?
Sure.
Take a short rest?
Sure.
Let's take a short rest, guys. Let's take a short rest.
Wizards don't get nothing cool at a short rest, do they?
Heck.
Oh.
Realizing I don't know how to do that.
You don't know how to do your short rests?
Underneath your hit dice on your character sheet, there's an S rest button.
Thank you.
Yep.
Something is fishy here.
Look at you
All right.
using hit dice and things.
Yeah,
Hit
and I
dice
get
and
my
things.
superiority dice back, which is big.
I just get nothing.
Normally we play short rest. Normally the way I will play short rests is for every die you roll is an hour of your time resting. And it doesn't have to be fully resting. It can be resting plus, basic time to just do
Non-laborious activities.
Yeah, non-laborious activities. Thank you.
Game is paused, James, by the way, just before we get started.
Hey,
There we
no,
go.
we're not paused. Look at that. It's magic.
I don't know what
Awesome.
you're talking about. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Uh-oh.
Life goes on.
Life goes on. But
All right.
you guys have rested, taken your times, kind of bandaged some wounds, make yourself feel a little better about yourselves, realizing that this basement is much more, it's much larger than you had expected, and much more dangerous.
Okay.
Is the short rest enough time for Twinkle to not be so drunk now?
I will say yes. So the hour-long rest that you guys would have taken would probably start to wear off of your drunkenness.
Perfect.
So for people who were not here last week, Twinkle had consumed, well, it was engulfed by a fruitcake, became drunk and then turn the fruitcake into a hula hoop. It's great times.
Okay, so after we rest, I'll look around and be like, do you guys remember or maybe know which direction that those chains came from?
Could we have told the direction based on the sound?
Give me a perception check.
Honestly, I don't remember anything about chains.
You get a no.
Chains. There were chains.
All I know is snowman, and
11.
then we finished.
Seem to be to the east.
I guess I'll make one too.
I'm just gonna do my old man
19.
scoot and just start walking.
Wait, old
Yeah,
Just start
man.
continuing.
I'll follow you.
Just gonna start continuing on through the hall here.
Nothing happening yet?
Well, so as you look into this area, the alcove, framed by countless crates, your eyes are drawn to a small stone font in the cleared area. Right here.
Oh, okay. Like a little fountain.
Yeah.
Why are you touching that though?
I'm not touching it. I'm just
You zooped so close, so fast.
As you
to that,
approach,
so fast.
the font begins to hiss quietly, and a stream of silvery smoke begins to rise from the bowl.
Goobert?
Spans in an oblong cloud, roughly the size of an adult dwarf.
Oh,
A quiet
hello,
voice
Goobert.
can be heard from all around. In my height, I wished far, far ahead, but now I cannot get up past 9. Enough to make my wishes come true, perhaps. When I was younger, before the fall, the pinnacle of power was mine.
thank you.
so the dude's extra short and he can't wake up after 9.
So you see,
I'm not quite understanding that riddle, but yeah,
Yeah.
let's go with it.
Oh, I mean, we don't know it's a riddle.
so that's what you're seeing.
Oh,
Oh,
Uh,
okay, yeah.
I don't know how I
that
feel
definitely does
about
not
that.
look like a dwarf, but yeah.
No, the size of a dwarf. It's kind of
oh, the head is
Oh.
the size of a dwarf.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes
Okay,
more sense.
I also assumed that there was a dwarf. All right.
Well, I'm sure there's more things in here that can get Twinkle drunk. Be okay.
Okay. Well, that doesn't seem instantly useful.
Or ominous?
Yeah.
This
Okay.
old
Well,
man's spouting some nonsense.
yeah, that seems super not useful to me, Mr. Blatson. Maybe we just move on.
Works for me. I'm just gonna
Right.
start walking to the next room.
Thank you, sir. We'll keep that in mind.
He just continues to repeat it as you fade away, and then slowly, as you get about around the corner, the smoke starts to fade, and he goes back to his fountain.
Is there another stone thingamaboo, Bobby Doohickey, right here?
Thingamaboo?
There is, but it seems to be this one is empty.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
I think I saw a door over up that way.
Yeah. Lead on, Mr. Blatson, or do you want me to go in case there's some sort
I'll
of
go.
horrific monster?
I don't care.
No sign
I'll
of
just
silver
keep scooting
chests
with my
anywhere.
slippers.
Okay, so as you notice that these stairs lead upward as well.
Okay.
So there's stairs and a door.
Yeah, well, no, so the door's just there just so that it doesn't.
Oh, okay. Okay. So this is stairs.
Yeah, it's stairs.
Going to go ahead and start walking up the stairs.
Oh,
Okay, you get up to the top of the stairs. You see this side. This a large wooden door. Another, almost like an engraving of a massive frog, is placed on it, but there's no door handle here on this side.
Stick your hand in his mouth. Oh,
Is the
kiss
mouth
it.
open?
Twinkle. Twinkle, kiss it. Maybe it'll
Frog?
turn into a door prince.
a door prince.
Yes. It's a
I-
frog. And if you kiss it, it turns into a door, Prince?
I'm just gonna
What is
step
the
out of the way.
door, Prince?
It's a door that is born and made of a noble family.
I don't know what this is, but if you think this is a viable course of action, I'll try it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. What else are we gonna do
I don't
besides
know.
just instantly start making out with it?
It's a peculiar request, but sure.
I mean, I suppose we could take a look at it first, if you'd rather.
Ah.
So roll me a perception check.
Which
Who? Everyone?
Whoever's closest to the door.
It looks like Blatson.
I stepped back so that she
Oh
could
yeah,
walk
so that
up to the
Twinkle
door.
could make out
Twinkle
with it.
could make
Yeah.
out with the door.
Sure, okay.
Alright. So as you
Oh,
15.
15? That's not too bad.
Pretty good, yeah.
As you get closer to the door, you can see that there is no knocker. There's no seems to be place where a door could be opened from this side.
Bet a door prince could open it.
Does it look like the door that we went through to come down the stairs originally?
Roll me a history check.
That's not bad.
It looks very similar.
I
Pretty
think we've
sure
gone the wrong way.
Pretty sure Alphinius made out with it when he opened it. Did anybody notice how Alphinius opened the door upstairs?
No.
No.
All right. Okay. Well, then this is not where we need to be for now. Oh, unless Twinkle, you want to try kissing it first.
Let's save that as a last resort.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back this way.
All right.
Well,
You
I mean, we've gone this way. I would like
So
to
you-
go this way.
You get to the edge and you can see the boxes are stacked all the way to the ceiling. Seems this place is blocked off, unless you want to go through the boxes, of course.
I feel like we need to move the boxes to get somewhere.
I think we
Because
might.
Thank you for
So
the
far.
subscription. We appreciate it. You're the best.
You the beast.
All right.
are you guys good at moving boxes?
I can
No.
try.
I have an 8
I can
strength.
take some light boxes. That's about it.
Light boxes.
I can carry like all the fragile ornaments, and that's about it.
I don't really carry things.
Maybe I can carry a box full of garland. I don't know. Not much.
We haven't found this silver chest either. Maybe it's through these boxes.
Oh, there was supposed to be a silver chest, huh?
I don't remember a silver chest.
Yeah, we're supposed to put the decorations in the silver chest.
Wasn't there also a way? Jesus Christ!
That was not my fault, but
That was not your fault.
no,
Suddenly.
Did you
Definitely
do
your
the
fault.
music, James?
I did, but it didn't fade properly.
Wasn't there a way around here from the other way?
Might have been.
Let's go back and check that out.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll follow. Yeah.
Yeah, this way. Hello, puddle of water that used to be an angry snowman.
Oh God,
You guys are going all the way back around.
Yeah.
You can see
Hello, James.
the strange
Where's-
glow.
There's my character. Zoop.
Oh yeah, you can stop right around there. It's a good time.
Oh.
Okay.
You know what that
Yeah,
means.
so-
Come it.
Yes, you start to see something as you get around this corner here. Roll me a perception check, please.
All of us or just him?
Just him,
Okay. Makes
since
sense.
he's barreling around trying to.
Sure. Yeah. I'll
9.
allow it.
Okay, keep going. You're welcome to.
Okay.
Us.
I'm gonna keep
Uh,
following.
Door.
All right. So as you come to this door, you can see now the chains have fallen to the bottom. Twinkle, I need you to roll me a perception check.
Oh, Lord. Oh, hey,
Hey,
22.
22.
Not bad.
As you step, you hear this squish underneath your feet.
Goober!
A beige liquid kind of puddles underneath your
Beige?
feet. Beige.
Ooh.
Goober?
Oh no.
Some doo-doo water.
Poo-poo water.
You start to see it move towards, like, as you step on it, it kind of moves deeper into the crates, and then starts to seep out of the sides of the crates. It kind of starts to slither forward, growing out, like, kind of just like pulling itself out of the crate.
Do that
itself.
again?
Yep.
And that's how babies are born.
Arm-like pseudopods, and the current flow through its form kind of malice-filled eyes and a gaping mouth that burbles with a dark mockery of liquid mirth. Let me show you exactly what you guys just ran into.
It's Goober.
Oh no.
That's not good.
Oh no.
And for our friends at home.
Guys.
I don't know how I feel about that.
You see that.
Hey, look.
Ew.
It's a Goober.
A reek of intense cinnamon and
That's
strong
not good.
brandy bites at your nose as it moves with deceptive speed to attack you.
That's
And
not
it's going
Goobert
to
at all.
lash out at Twinkle.
Okay, it's attacked, so now we can safely assume it's not Goober.
Yeah.
Mm.
Zelda.
Off and
Okay, go to bed.
sleep now, but my night light won't turn off.
Okay, go, buddy. Sorry, guys.
Goobert.
Yep, Goobert came to say what's up.
Goobert came to say
came
hello.
to say what's up. Yeah, he came to say goodnight. My little man, my little monster. All right. Yeah, he's going to splash at you. Actually, he's going to. I need you to roll me a strength saving throw.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
We're all real bad at that.
Yes, we are.
Eggnog Club.
I can't believe no one went strength.
Well, I went fighter. I just didn't go strength.
Oh, you passed.
Yes.
So you start, as you stepped in there, you started to feel this thing pull you towards it. As its body tries to engulf you. You move out of the way before it does it. All right. Yeah, we're going to go into initiative at this point.
Yes,
Oh.
please.
Initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Let me in.
Oops. Did I knock
There we
people
go.
out of initiative or put them into initiative?
Oh, no, I've rolled bad.
There we go.
No.
Let me get
I
rid of
also
this one.
rolled-
Hey, look, the snowman rolled a
Bad.
6.
I rolled
Oh.
pretty bad.
Oh, yeah, we
Ooh.
did bad. Oh, he critical.
Dang, that's not good.
Oh, I don't like that.
You're screwed, Twinkle.
Oh no.
He's going to take 2 splash attacks.
Yeah, it is. It's poop Nurgle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, my splash attacks are working. No. All right, so I just need to roll. Stuff's not working today. Great. First attack.
15, huh?
That's
Dang,
15 plus
that's
5.
rough.
So that's a 20.
Yep.
All right.
Twinkle's dead.
Maybe.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Okay.
So it's going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing just kind of smacks against your body, and the splash impact just pushes you back a little bit. You are also sticky.
Ew.
Yeah, so you have a -1 to attack rolls and skill checks while you're sticky.
Oh no.
And then he's going to reach around and smack at Blatsit as well.
Oh no!
Rick Nerd.
Oh, that's definitely gonna hit.
Oh boy, this is going to be one of those nights tonight, huh?
Yeah. Oh, that's not good.
That's
either.
going to be for 9.
9. I don't like 9.
And you're
Nice.
also sticky.
That's not good.
Right, Twinkle, you're up.
No.
Or not.
Welp. Okay, so, well, if anything would work, I've forgotten how to do everything. Okay.
It happens when you get up into battle.
Yeah. So this is gross. So this is a -1 to attack rolls, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because everything when you're swinging, you can just feel it sticking to you as you're trying to pull. It's not pretty.
Like, let's try to swing a gooey peppermint mace, I guess.
Yeah, it's already sticky, so it might have made it really sticky.
Is this just for melee attacks or magic as well?
It just says attack rolls. So anything that would, if it was somatic, it would be that way because you have to move. And, kind of look like the dude, like the meme where Jack Sparrow's got goo all over his hands. It's just gross. That does hit though.
Oh, yay!
Nice.
For 6
Yes.
damage with the mace.
Okay.
And I'm really grossed out and don't want to get my hand stuck to it. So I'm going to kick it instead with my unarmed strike.
Okay.
Could be just as bad, but it's fine.
Where?
Backup options.
Ooh, that's not good.
That doesn't hit. That's a 7.
It does
Oh
not.
no.
No, it kind of swishes through it and kicks the weird like liquid to the ground, but just puddles and then seeps back up.
The worst.
All right, Blatson, you're up.
Alrighty. As a wise king once said, PK fire. I'm just gonna cast firebolt.
Did you
Oh
just
my-
say Pika Fire?
PK Fire.
Oh,
It's an Earthbound joke.
It's an Earthbound.
Hey!
Yeah.
I think
Whoa!
that'll
There we
hit.
go. All right,
I think
let's see
I'm
what this looks
frozen.
like.
'Cause I'm not seeing any of these rolls.
So it's gonna be max damage plus the damage.
Yeah,
die?
so it's max damage plus the damage die.
Okay, so
There we
let
go.
me
There's that
just
100. There's
roll
Wait.
that
normal
20.
and then add the max.
Wait, I can see what you
So
guys
that's gonna be
are
12
clicking.
fire damage.
I can see what you guys are clicking, but not your rolls.
You're
That's
not
really
getting
weird.
rolls? That's really weird. All right. Yeah, no. So that's going to be 12.
Yep,
12
fire
fire
damage.
Yeah.
Hey.
Immediately you can see it start to bubble and like pieces of it are popping. And then you start to smell that smell of brandy at the same time.
Oh no,
Oh,
more
boy.
alcohol.
More alcohol.
More alcohol.
That's all I got next turn.
All right. You are fighting the dog man.
I
Nicholas.
will cast Shillelagh,
Shillelagh.
and then I will step forward to try to absorb some of these attacks.
Hey.
And I'm going to action surge
Okay.
and attack.
Attack the dog man
Yeah.
with Shillelagh.
Hey.
That
16.
That
All right.
hits.
And then I'm going to do maneuvering attack. So
Okay.
I'll do an extra D8.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
So that's 8 plus a D8 for my superiority dice.
All right.
So
11.
11.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take that.
And then I will give Blatson. Blatson can take a move action, up to half his movement. He can move. Oh no, it
Okay.
has to be somebody next to. So it would actually be.
Oh, well, I mean, both
it would
of them
actually
are
be
next
Twinkle.
to you, but you can choose.
So Twinkle,
Okay.
you can step away if you want, so you don't get attacked.
On my turn or now?
Now, and they don't get
it
reactions.
doesn't- I was just saying it doesn't affect their
No.
attack of
Nice.
opportunity. Okay.
Could
Very
Cool.
nice.
I, instead of stepping away, skirt around to be on the other side of it?
Yeah, you can move 15 feet. So that if you can go through its space is kind of up to James.
So it is considered amorphous, so you would be able to, although it gives you will have to roll to push through it.
Okay, does mobile do anything to help with that?
Can you
It's
read
my
what mobile?
first month.
Can you read what mobile does?
Yes. Let's see. Da-da-da. Speed increases by 10. Oh, it's when you use the dash action. Difficult terrain doesn't cost extra movement.
Okay. Yeah, so that wouldn't work for that
no.
one.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, how far would I get before I need to roll, or would it be immediate?
It'd be immediate because he's
Okay.
right in front of you.
We'll try that then.
And you can just see him just bubbling and gurgling, and it's just a nasty.
What do you need me to roll for that?
It'll be a dexterity saving throw.
You're pretty dexy, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah, no, you easily
20.
step around without touching any of the ick and get all the way behind him.
Sweet. I love Battlemaster. It gives some great
Oh no,
utility.
Battlemaster's blast.
That's nice.
All right, the dog man.
Oh, and then with the move I have left over, I'm
Yep.
going to just take her
Step
spot,
forward. Okay,
so that we are flanking.
so you guys
and
are flanking. Okay,
Also, I'm in Blatson's way.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
between Blatson and it.
yeah. So you see it just kind of splash down for a moment and then burst back up, and two pseudopods fling out in both directions. One smacks Twinkle and one smacks Nicholas. All right,
As long as it don't hit me, I think I'll be alright.
Nicholas first.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be a 10, so that doesn't hit. Now I know I've got to redo this for the module. Oh, that's a 20 for Twinkle.
That hits.
Oh no,
Danger.
That's 6.
that's not too bad.
Yeah, that could have been worse.
Because you see this massive paw, like pseudopod, just come down and just squish straight onto Twinkle. You're covered in this goop again.
Ugh. Oh no.
Twinkle, you're up.
Okay.
Redo.
Oh no.
You got this, Twinkle.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna be disgusted, but also take a swing with the mace. First,
Sticky, icky peppermint mace. Got it.
Does
Swing away.
flanking do anything?
It
for-
does. You get it with an advantage.
Okay.
Beat him up.
Hey,
18 does hit.
good job.
Okay.
Big sticky boogie. Yeah, kind of. I mean,
It does look like Oogie Boogie.
Dude,
Yeah.
like sticky boogie.
What is this dice?
dude, I'm
7.
telling you, she goes crazy with her dice, but it's okay because it's a lot easier to read than last week's.
Sorry.
The same one. It's the same one that Austin uses.
Oh yeah, Austin does use the weird ones.
Yeah, same
As
one.
long as it's not jizz dice, we're good.
Yeah, bad dice. Bad
That's
dice.
7
those are hard to
damage.
read.
Lukewarm
And then we're
peanut
gonna
Kind of.
for our bonus action try a good old roundhouse kick.
All right, roundhouse kick to the face. Get it.
I would love to bless you guys, but I don't have spell slots.
Oh no.
I've got spell slots on
Ooh,
it.
there you go.
22.
That's 22. Yep, that hits.
Yeah.
Hey.
For 4 damage.
Yeah, so you roundhouse kick it. You see part of its face just slide across and then just slip back into form.
Ew.
But yeah, he's not looking as pretty as he was a couple seconds ago. You know, for
He
a
wasn't very
giant-
pretty to begin with.
I was gonna say for a giant gooey monster, but you know, Blatson, you're up.
All right. I don't
that
think it really
don't
matters
want you.
very much, but I'm gonna move over one spot.
Okay,
And,
so you're standing right next to the door, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And
Shouldn't have done that. It's a mimic.
and I'm gonna continue with
No.
my rain of fire bolts and just PK fire.
Yeah,
I hate it.
I do. I hate it too. Completely.
13?
13 just hits.
Whoa!
It meets.
Ooh, okay.
Beats is beats, baby.
Yep.
Another 2 damage. Jeez, what are these rolls?
Yeah, but at least
It'd be
your last...
rather mean.
Pretty much the worst.
All right, Nicholas, back up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it this time.
Okay.
Not gonna do anything fancy because my fancy stuff isn't that great. Normal. Yeah, that'll hit.
Hey!
Hey.
And we'll do
Keep
some
rolling
good,
big numbers.
honest damage.
Yeah,
Good
22.
honest damage. Ooh.
7
7 damage. And this is magic, if that matters, James.
Yeah, no, you're good.
So yeah, the
All
ghost
right.
of my father again comes out, kind of inhabits the edge of the wooden sword that I carry, and makes it a little bit more solid of a hit.
Yeah. Yeah. So as the wooden sword starts to, you see this green glow that comes off the edge of it as it slices into it. And what a wooden sword shouldn't cut through something, but this cuts like butter as his
Yeah.
arm just kind of falls off and slaps to the ground. And then he regrows it as he's going to
Gross.
attack again.
Ooh, I don't know how I
Gross.
feel about that.
He's going to actually, you're going to see him, and without shifting, the face kind of goes within itself and then pops out the back of its head, staring straight at Nicholas.
It's fine.
And
So
he's
Demir-
he's going to open up his giant maw and just kind of jump onto you, and he's going to
Oh,
engulf you.
Oh no.
So I need you to roll me a strength saving throw, please.
Yep. Where's my strength? There it is.
Big one. Oh.
Oh
Two.
no!
Oh.
Good.
All right. That's not good.
Not good.
11.
Yeah, so it's 11 poison damage,
Okay.
and you are grappled.
Sounds good.
So
That's not good.
as now you can feel the pieces kind of sticking together to you, and he starts to consume you into his body.
Honestly, I would rather him get me than you.
Okay.
You guys can
Okay.
just wail on him, and
All
I'll be
right.
fine.
Twinkle, you're up.
Do I know my friend is in there?
Roll me a perception check.
Oh god.
I can't stop sneezing. Hang on.
Oh no. 9.
9 is, it's hard to tell. This thing's massive and it's just bubbling and kind of extremely creepy looking, it's keeping your attention
Yeah.
without seeing the other side of it.
Oh, I'm gonna move myself inside of it, James.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's fine.
Okay then. Well. Okay, we're just gonna hit it because I don't know he's in
Go
there.
for it. Hit it.
Slap
Or we're gonna
it.
try anyway.
Yep.
A slap of the mace.
Hey.
20, yeah, you
Nice.
carve through it.
Oh no, that makes me nervous.
It's okay. I got plenty of health points.
No.
For 4 points of damage.
All right. And
And
then
then
Yeah.
for my bonus action, I would need to use one of my key points to do a flurry of blows.
okay, go for it.
Do it up.
So to make 2 unarmed strikes. Just a little
Now
pop
there's
pop.
2.
And then there
Yeah,
were
let's
2.
beat this thing up.
Yes. Turn this
Uh,
thing into a punching bag.
First one is a 7,
Ooh.
so I think that
Ooh.
misses. Too
Yeah,
slimy.
So please roll me
That's not
your
good.
attack roll, please.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's okay. I got tons of hit points. It's okay.
Okay,
Attack roll or damage? Damage, I guess.
Amen,
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
6.
So as you punch through, the thing opens up and you see the face of Nicholas as you punch him straight in the face.
No.
Twinkle's like,
And then
oh
it
my
closes back up.
god. If Twinkle
again.
were still drunk, that would be bad.
Very much so.
And
Hey, that will
24
hit.
for
Now
the
that will hit.
Yay! Just not used to fighting slimy stuff, so it took
Yep.
a second. 7
Yeah.
damage
Max
on the second
damage.
swing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Knocking it out of the park. All right, and that puts us at Blatson.
How slapped up is this little pile of ooze looking?
He's looking pretty bubbly.
Okay, then I'm not gonna worry about that, and I would like to PK fire.
My immersion.
Broken. Yep,
What
you're
did
good.
that? On my screen, that landed on a 19. What did it land on your guys'
It was
screen?
on
15.
9.
Oh, okay.
9 plus 6.
Yeah. Yeah, 9 plus 6.
6 fire damage.
There you go.
Hey.
Nice.
Yeah, he's starting. You start to see points of him that start popping and burbling, and
Okay.
he starts to shrink a little bit and kind of seep into the floor.
Good.
He's looking pretty
Yeah. Finish him off. I know you're in there.
wicked. All right, and
Yeah.
Nicholas, you automatically on his turn or on your turn take 7 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And you're grappled still.
I'm going to. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack it from inside
Okay.
at disadvantage.
Yep.
Right? But
Yep.
instead, I'm going to use Commander Strike
Okay.
to kind of like grab his eggs inside and squeeze them real hard.
Alright.
And give the opportunity for Blatson to attack again.
Perfect.
So how does that? So you have to explain that to me. So your commanding strike. What do you need to do?
Nothing. I surrender an attack and give it to one of my allies.
Okay.
So I expend a superiority die,
Yep.
which I have 4 of. So now I'm
Okay.
down to 2.
2.
And then that distracts him. And in the opportunity that I've made, and I'm kind of like deliberately like making it obvious that Blatson should attack from inside, like stick an arm out, and I'm like, come here. And
Yep. I'm gonna
Blatson gets the attack.
throw another one at him.
Okay.
Oh, come on, baby.
Oh yeah,
24,
that
yeah.
hits.
Come on, good damage. Six fire.
There you go. Yeah, no, he you see as Nicholas kind of pulls apart part of it.
I grab
Just to
his
look
eggs,
out.
James.
Oh yeah, he's right. I don't think he has eggs, but
He's an eggnog man.
here's the eggnog man.
Grab
His
the
huevos.
eggs.
Yeah, grabs his
Squeeze.
huevos and squeezes tightly, and you see the mouth open in this thing, and this like the eggnog starts to seep out of the creature's eyes, and you take that as the opportunity to fling the firebolt. As you do, it hits the thing, and for a moment, the creature looks at you, and its eyes flare up, and then at a moment's stance, it just kind of puddles to the ground and covers the ground in nog.
Hey.
But
Good job, Mr. Blatson.
he is no more.
Yes.
And
And
you
I'm
are
just gonna
covered
start prestidigitating
in curdled
everything away.
eggnog
Yeah, I'll step out of the puddle.
out of the puddle.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna prestidigitation to get rid of all the nastiness.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. As always, Mr. Blatson. On the bright side, though, it looks like we found a door.
You did
There
find
is
it.
some more stuff to the left, though, that might be useful.
You're welcome to look through it.
Sure, yeah. Let's just go ahead and walk through this area and see what we got.
Also, I'm bleeding.
What?
Bleeding.
Oh no.
I'm going to use, actually, my second wind.
Okay.
Okay.
Minimal healing.
Oh no.
It's some healing,
That's the
though.
worst.
That always.
Do we still have that
stinks.
healing potion?
Hang on to
Healing
it.
Potion gone. Oh, I don't know how I moved there, but okay.
We still have it, because I used good berries on her last time, not her healing potion.
Yep.
All right. Yes, you do. As you kind of rustle through the crates, you find something very, very peculiar. Almost looks like a vacuum, and
A
it's
big suck.
connected, and then it connects to a cask. So let's show you
Yeah,
guys what you
let's
guys
take a
find.
look in the cask, I guess.
Just go ahead and suck it.
Oh, we can't.
Oh.
We can't really take a peek in that. Yeah, sure.
No,
Yeah. How big is it?
it's a large cask.
All right.
Yeah, that does look pretty large.
But you can give me an investigation check if you want to know what's in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'll do that too. See if I can try and figure out what kind of stuff is in there.
20. What is it, James?
So it is
20. You and I always roll the same on checks on this
Wow,
these
crushing it.
characters.
So this, it seems to hold this frothy, like, or it's like this cleaner that
Cleans.
is, yeah. But you can see now that if you pour it out, it starts to clean off the stick from your clothes and stuff like that from the nasty looking eggnog man.
Yeah, I'll take some of that.
Okay.
Do we want to carry some of this with us for the future? Maybe put in a little bottle or something?
Probably should.
You're welcome to.
Yeah, I'll take a couple of little flasks and fill them up from my healer's
Don't
kit.
drink me. Okay.
right.
And then in another one of the boxes, you do find another healing potion of healing.
Hey. All
Hey,
right.
not bad.
Nice.
You think I should take one of those, or do you think we should save them for if somebody goes down?
I mean, we
Just
could
picking
save
that
them
up.
if you really want, but
I'll take one of them if you guys don't care. That would actually be great.
I don't
I
mind.
think I'll be all right.
Let me
All
hand that off to you.
2d4 plus 2, right?
Mhm.
I just handed it to your character.
Oh,
Oh,
I
you're just
used
taking it. Okay.
Yeah, that heals me 6.
Yes.
Yay.
All
Could have
right.
been better, but that's okay.
It's not
Great.
bad. Every little helps.
Yeah. Back to the door then.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Yep. Back to the door.
Do you guys want me to go in first, just in case?
Do I look
So-
like an old sissy?
You see,
I'm gonna open
you
the
see
door.
that the solid ironwood door, the chains are laying on the ground, and there seems to be a small piece of paper that lays within the chains.
Oh,
Gotta hydrate and a posture check.
I got no posture. Okay.
I'm out of hydrate.
straw went everywhere. What was I doing here? Oh, I'll pick up the paper and see what the paper says.
Okay. The paper says, one for the spirits which dwell within, the second for one with a frozen heart, the third for the guards of the royal court.
Oh, so we already did all that.
Yes.
We skipped the puzzle. We skipped it. Good job, guys.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Seems those 3 items would have had to be done in order for you to get through this stage.
Yeah. All right. Well, Blatson also just said that he was going to open the door.
In the door.
So
Yep. I'm opening the door.
All right.
I'm glad we put you in front.
So inside here, you see that the room is completely pitch dark. Barely can see. You can't even see your hand in front
Like
of
a
your face.
magical darkness, or
No, it's just there's
Just-
no light.
Straight
at
in the
all.
I
dark.
have dark vision.
Yeah. So the problem with dark vision though is there has to be some sort of light.
Okay.
Like there's
Do you have
no
the
light.
cantrip light?
Now.
You think I do?
I have a torch.
We have torches. I'll light a torch.
Okay.
Yeah.
No need to overcomplicate it, and I'll step inside.
Go for it.
Jesus
behind.
Christ. What is this nonsense? It's so
Inside.
freaking big.
You see more boxes everywhere. This place seems to be much less used. It seems that there's no. You don't seem to notice any sort of tracks or anything in here.
Rush B.
Roll me a perception check. Whoever.
Oh my
first
god,
walked in.
Rush B got me. I don't know why.
I'm following behind. Would I also be able to do
Sure.
perception?
Go for it.
Okay. I'm not good at it, but here we go, boys. 14.
So you, as you walk in, you seem to hear clicking of hooves to the north, and then the sound of like a carousel clicking as it goes.
Something's about to a weasel's about to pop, guys.
Oh no!
Sorry, I went to Dell for a second. Hang on, let me get back to Nicholas. What do you guys think that is?
Sounds like some kitty toys.
That's it.
From
Well,
a
that's-
locked door.
I'm just saying that we have like kitty toys have not been great for us so far.
No.
We could just set this place on fire. Sorry, that's delicate. Just torch it.
You were told no fire. At least not massive amounts of fire.
I don't like the sound of ominous music in the distance, but I think we have to go in here.
Why does he keep his things in such weird, dangerous places?
How is this basement so large?
I
It's
don't.
large on the inside.
Prepare the music shift. I don't know how loud.
I'm really just thinking that we just leave.
I don't think that we're supposed to. Or
Yeah,
can.
and yeah, we probably can't. All right, I'll lead the way.
Yeah, you lead the way. I'm gonna follow.
I have like 12 hit points left. Actually, I think it's
All
like
right, so
17.
you see a box sitting in the middle of the road here, and you hear hoof marks to the north.
Do we check the hoof sounds first?
I mean, I would personally not like to deal with the hoof sounds if we could avoid it, unless it's Goobert.
Okay. Maybe
But
it is Cooper.
it could be Goobert. He didn't say exactly what Goobert was. I'm assuming Goobert is some sort of gooey cube.
Oh, maybe.
I guess let's check this box.
Okay.
It's probably contains Jack and or a hamburger.
All right.
Jack and hamburgers.
It's Jack in the box.
So as you walk up to this decrepit-looking box, and you can see the crank on the side of it that goes up, and it's slowly starting to spin.
I help it.
You help it.
If something's gonna happen, let it happen, baby. I would rather it not be creepy when it happens. It's just like
Time to meet.
Could I just like
Yeah.
fire a firebolt at it and see what happens?
Where's Jack? I lost Jack. Jack, come here.
Is that a thing I could do?
There's Jack. Yeah, there's Jack as he bursts out of the crate.
Yeah. Nope.
Shrapnel kind of scatters across with this halfling-sized body kind of bouncing, and you can see the blood covering its face and parts of its body.
Mhm.
No eyes under the tasseled hat that hangs low in the giant maw. All right.
Yeah, that's not friendly. That's not Goobert.
That's not Goobert.
I must resist the temptation of Dell to befriend this thing by saying that I released it. Hello, Goobert? Is that you?
I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at it.
Oh no!
It's not Goobert.
As you just hear this maniacal laugh as he, and then he goes kind of bounces back and forth on a spring.
Are you okay?
Do I have time
Alright.
to shoot a firebolt at it?
Yeah, you can throw a firebolt.
Oh, okay.
It hasn't attacked us yet.
I didn't know if it was gonna attack us or not, but I don't want to take the chance. So PK fire.
That's not how Goobert works. Whose dog is freaking out?
That's mine. I'm
That's
sorry.
25.
It's really funny.
Oh.
He sounds like a grumpy old man.
6 fire damage.
Okay. All right. So as you blast it, it bounces backwards, and as it comes out, you see its mouth open wide, and all you can hear is the maniacal laughing coming from it. I need everybody in the area to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm not good at that, I don't think.
Twenty.
Hey, 20.
20. 19.
20.
Woo! Get wrecked.
Hey.
Yay!
Immediately, you grab your ears and kind of hold and take a moment to get your bearing. What you first started to laugh kind of it curled up out of your throat, and as you were getting ready to just burst out into laughter, you shook it off. And we're going to go into initiative.
Hey, I knew it wasn't Goober.
That doesn't mean it's not Goobert.
It's
He said
definitely not
Goobert wouldn't attack unless we attacked it first.
Right, but Goober also would
hold
be
on,
covered
let me,
in blood, so...
You don't know that. What if Goobert was eating rabbits?
I don't think Goobert was eating
20!
Dude, why
Back
are
to
my
11.
initiative rolls absolute butt?
All right, so yeah, Nicholas, you can see this thing
Jeez.
bouncing back and forth, laughing at you.
James, how much would you say adamantium armor weighs? A full plate set.
You have to ask that question right now.
Let me check and see. I'll Google it, James, so you don't have
It's heavy.
So here's the plan. I'm not a strong man, but I am a heavy man. I'm going to try to shove him back in this box and lay on top of it.
You said full plate, right?
Yes. I'm guessing somewhere in the neighborhood an extra like 30 to 50 pounds.
Probably, yeah.
Eric, you don't happen to know Arcane Lock, do you?
Nope.
Damn it. If you had, we could have done that before he ever popped out. So this definitely won't work, but my attack's not much better, so I'm just going to try to put him back in there.
Okay.
I don't know what you want me to do with that, James.
I guess
Sorry,
you
weren't prepared for Dell bullshit. I'm sorry.
either a grapple check or I guess it'd either be a grapple check or like a shove.
Apparently they're plotting a one-shot in chat.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
It's the one shot.
You can make a special melee attack to shove a creature. So you should try to shove him back into his box.
Let's do that. That seems battle mastery.
Yeah, sure
Okay.
it is.
All right.
So you need to make an athletics check and contest. So it's the same as a grapple.
Okay, so athletics check, not a
Yeah.
melee attack.
No.
I'm not good at athletics, but we're gonna give it a shot. 16. You don't need good stats if you always roll well. 16 meets his beats.
16.
Hang on, do I beat him? Because I'm trying to do stuff to him, so I beat him, right?
Roll off.
Okay.
D20. No ads.
Okay.
Oh, boy,
That's
good
actually
Oh boy.
13.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
10.
actually that was better for me because I have a -1 on my rolls. So
Ah,
Yeah, so as you jump on it and kind of hold it down, it takes a second and then it bursts back up and you fall
fight it.
down.
behind it, correct?
No, you're right in front of it.
If I was laying on it and it burst back up, then wouldn't it fling me over the top?
Let's see here.
it would put you up on the boxes.
It puts you in the boxes.
All right, that will work with me.
This dude
You're
wants
in
to
the
do a
boxes, bro.
flying elbow from the top rope.
Right?
No.
That's what it sounds like.
No, that's not. I was just trying to grant flanking to somebody.
Not me.
All right,
tell
so
you
he's
that much
going
right now.
to turn over and he's going to open its mouth and bite down on you. And since you're prone, he gets it with advantage. 18?
Oh, that's not good. That sounds
Unless
like
you can
it
do
hits.
something. I don't know. I'm not hearing anything from Nicholas. Nicholas, 18?
Yeah, Nicholas is talking behind the scenes.
What happened to him? Did he die?
No,
he muted
he's
himself.
talking to
Got
someone
it. I'm gonna smack him
behind the
then.
scenes.
It's at 10 points when he
I'm here. What's up? Sorry,
Yeah, it's
Whitney's
just an
my
18
mom.
18
Yeah.
to hit.
Oh no, that misses. I think. Let me check. Actually, I'm maybe 18 exactly.
If you
Sorry, Whitney's mother is in the hospital. She's come
Oh,
back from visiting her.
No worries.
Yeah, 18 hits.
Okay. It's gonna be 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Whew.
And then he's
a
going
lot.
to, since you're prone, he's going to bounce. 2.
I still get to
like
attack
that.
him AOO with disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go ahead and take that
Okay.
to try it. Oh wait, my attack button is not there. My attack button's down here already.
They're fighting Charlie in the box. You're absolutely right.
16.
16 hits.
Oh, that's not with disadvantage, James. Let me roll
No,
more time. See if
you're
it's
right.
bad. It's still 16.
Okay, you do get to hit it.
Nice.
All right, 4 damage.
4 damage.
Sorry, that mind flooded me with her talking to me. I'm back.
You catch the side of the box as he bounces away, and he's going to reach out and spring forward and smack at Blatson.
Oh no, I don't like that.
No.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
13.
Dang, that still hits. Yep. Everything will hit me. Hey, I'll take
For
3
3.
damage though. I can do that.
As his clawed arms swing out and scrape across your body.
Yeah.
All right. Blatson, you're up.
Yeah. I'm gonna continue to do the same thing and just firebolt while I can. Actually, no. Let me do a create bonfire under his buttons. You know.
Under his buttons. Got it.
Under his buttons.
Loosen up my buttons, baby.
So yeah, that's gonna be a DC 14 deck save.
All right.
I'm gonna place it right under his box.
Oh,
And under the box.
is the Jack in the Box wearing its box? Really?
It is.
Or would it be on fire?
Perfect. Let me roll damage. Nice. 1 fire
Good
damage.
job.
That's what I've always dreamed of.
Well
He just
done.
jumps up and just passes it out at the same time.
Except, I mean,
Alright.
not really, though.
Not really. No.
Yeah, not really though.
It's still on fire.
He tries. He tried. He's trying. All right. Twinkle.
Okay. I
Yeah,
will.
so you see her hoofs from north of you, and then you have this maniacally looking Jack in the Box in front of you.
I'm gonna worry about this terrifying Jack in the Box first because it's been harassing my friends. And
Nice.
like an enraged Gimli, run forward with the mace and swing it with the momentum of my movement, hopefully.
Yep.
Exactly.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
No.
Nope.
9.
Nope.
Too
Oh,
mad. I missed.
Yep.
And just gonna be even more mad that I missed and just try to backhand it.
Just moves backwards.
It's that spring. I didn't
It
account
is the
for
spring. You didn't count for it. Let's see if you count this time.
it. Come on.
You should punch it in the nose. Yeah, there you go.
19.
You got it.
Good. No.
Hey,
Ooh.
6.
damage.
There's my
That's a good
damage.
punch.
That's a good punch.
You watch this thing rattle and shake, and move back and forth. All right, Nicholas, you're still in boxes. What are you doing, Nicholas?
I will jump down off the boxes.
You're kind of pulling yourself out of the boxes as those boxes have collapsed and
Yeah.
fallen over.
Yeah, and I'll stand up and not be prone anymore, and then I'll attack with advantage.
Okay.
All right. Let's see if we actually hit. Hey, that probably hits.
It does hit.
Nice.
What just happened to my dice?
They jinxed you.
Don't
Did you see it land on 4 and then just
I did,
jump
and
to
just
1?
pop over to one. I
That's
was like,
bullcrap.
yeah, never mind.
So just
Alright.
4 points of damage. I'm trying to think if I want to make that any kind of special strike.
3,
Nah, go ahead.
2.
Go ahead.
All right.
I took disarming strike, and none of these enemies have weapons.
Jack is going to sproing, which means he doesn't take attack of opportunities. And how far can I sproing?
Don't want none
20
unless
feet.
you got sproing.
Boing. And he's going to bite at.
Oh,
Actually, he's going
no.
to spring. He's going to spring here, and then he can bite at you.
Prepare to be sprung on.
That's not good.
Yeah. Spring Dong. 13.
That's gonna hit. Yeah. Go ahead and give me the damage.
When it
10.
Ooh, that's not good. I don't like
As he
that.
chomps down onto you, and as he does, he kind of gleans over with his eyeless sockets at Twinkle and stretches out his arm and strikes at you with a swipe.
That's not good at all.
so did how did you
And it's an 8. It just
Oh,
springs
shoot.
back and forward. It's got reach. Just heads up.
Yes, it does.
It's got
that's
reach.
what that spring's about.
That's what the spray. He got all sorts of weird springs. All right, Blasted.
Alrighty. This dude thinks he got some moves. I'm going to drop my bonfire in his previous location and create a new one underneath him.
Okay.
And that's going to be another DC 14 save
All right.
as I place it under his box. Dang.
It's a 19.
Okay, yep, that's going to do it.
I'm gonna ignore that one.
I think I'm just gonna take the attack of opportunity, I guess, and just try and get away
And
from this
run.
stupid thing. So I'm just gonna
He's
over
gonna
this direction.
swing out and swipe at you.
That hits.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. It's bad.
Yeah. This is bad.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
9.
I am unconscious.
Hooray!
All right.
Uh-oh.
Right? It's bad.
Yeah.
It's real bad.
Is it my
It's
turn?
bad.
Am I?
It is your turn. It is
No, Twinkle's turn. Yeah.
Twinkle's turn.
I'm usually right after Blatson in order. This
So
You would have
session
you
is
would have
weird.
gotten to there, and then you would have.
Yeah.
Flapped.
I do still have. Oh wait, you didn't even give me any good berries, did you?
No, but I have like a pocket full of sunshine.
Little sunshine.
That's not the song I was thinking of.
Oh.
I got a pocket full of
Yeah.
sunshine.
Okay. Don't know what to do. Okay,
So there's no
Uh,
fire.
there's no fire. Okay,
Yes.
There's no
All
fire.
the fire is
The fire
gone,
is-
but it doesn't
all
let
the
me
fire-
delete it.
got it.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
I will run back up to Springy McGee.
Springy me.
And
Spring Bob Spring Pants.
I had this ridiculous idea, but I don't know how I'd make it work. It's
Try
like,
it. Go for
okay, it's kind of dumb. I don't know the proper acrobatics term for this kind of thing, but like a cartwheel type thing where you start and you like swing with the mace and then like flip over and kick with the foot. For the
All right, go
bonus
for it.
action. It looks like breakdancing.
Yeah. It's still. Yep. There you go.
Mm.
10
Oh no,
for the
no 10.
mace. Mace misses. Got too
Yep.
fancy.
Rip.
No.
Does the kick hit?
He's got to time it. You got to time that bounce.
Oh, 12.
Dang.
12 still misses.
Ah,
Well done.
Yep.
I do nothing.
Everyone, it just bounces back every time away from you
Timing is off.
and laughs. All right.
Now it's my turn.
Nicholas. your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, somewhere in there. I'll get 30.
Okay.
Can I stand behind this thing like this?
Yes. Yes.
So that we have flanking.
Yeah.
Then I'd like to do a called shot on his gubernaculum.
All right.
This is
Called Shaq
Gubernacle.
Gubernaculum.
Gubernaculum is the cord that causes your testes to descend when you
Yeah,
hit
that one.
puberty.
Never heard of that before in my life.
The thing today I learned.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys didn't realize we're an educational channel too.
Did you see it land on 20 and then suck to 2? Oh, I do have advantage though.
You do have advantage. Oh, yeah.
No, that's not good.
Nope.
No.
This spring is throwing everyone off.
I can't do
The
anything.
spring going back and forth, and the movement is so weird. He's going to spring again, and then he's going to activate his maddening laugh again.
Does that invoke attack of opportunity or no?
Nope, because he springs.
Oh, he springs.
He's springing.
Good thing I'm asleep.
Yep. Can I? If I need a wisdom saving throw from both of you.
I can't laugh maniacally if I'm dead.
That's right. You can't.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were down. If I'm honest.
Oh,
Ooh, that's not good.
that's not good.
That's bad.
I'm good.
Hey,
You're good.
That's a good one, yeah.
So, as the sound kind of pierces your ears, you kind of turn into the Joker for a moment, just snickering and starting to laugh at every little thing that's around you, to the point where you almost drop your weapon and your footing starts to like wear on you. So you have disadvantage on all attacks and abilities checks, and
That's not good.
then every round you can roll to break that.
Jeez.
But he's used his sword.
Uh-oh.
Blaston's,
Get dead,
Blaston's
dog.
not looking good.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no. Twinkle.
Twinkle is maniacally giggling at literally nothing.
Right.
That's correct, yeah.
That's absolutely
God.
correct.
While her friend is on the ground looking terrible. Cool. Is gonna run up and try to hit him. Wait,
Okay.
do I still have a potion, or did
I don't have a potion. I took the one that we found.
Yeah.
okay,
So then
okay.
you should have it because Alphinius gave it to you.
Mhm.
And that's an action to feed that to someone.
It's a bonus action for you because it's you have the potion.
So I can
It-
give that to
It would take an
Bledson.
action to feed to him, yes.
Okay, I will do that with
Okay.
my action
Okay.
to save Bledson.
Roll me 2d4 plus 2.
Who wants to roll that, or do I roll it?
Go ahead and roll it, yeah. Hey,
So 6 points. Blaston.
you rolled minimum.
Right, look at that.
Oh no, you didn't
Hooray.
quite roll minimum. I thought that was with the +2. I was like, oh no.
Almost.
No.
Hey,
Can-
I'm alive, boy.
Yay!
Yay!
And then could I bonus action flurry of blows still? Spend a key point?
You could, yes.
I will spend a key point and then mark that off really quick. And then flurry of blows. First one is at disadvantage, right? Because I'm laughing.
Right. They're both at disadvantage, yep. 16 still hits.
Pretty
Yay! Okay, normal
Very good.
for
All
5
right.
damage, and then
All right.
I'll roll the next one first. But there's a thing that can happen since I hit him.
Okay.
Second one I don't think hits, but
Second one
that
doesn't hit. Nope.
first one, where did it go?
Trying to stun him.
It's not stun with open hand. It's something else, and I can't find it now. It's a dex save, I think. Oh, here it is. Yeah, dex saving throw DC 12.
All right. Dex save.
If it fails, it falls prone.
Yeah.
Nice. Box
Yay.
over.
Yeah, so you watch as the box trip, like, just clicks over and he falls and slams himself against the floor.
Could I use the rest of my movement to get around to the other side of him and then end my turn?
Sure, I'll give you that. Since he's prone.
Shink. That's it.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, then I'll step up behind him. I will attack him. Let's see if we hit. $13. Oh, flanking, duh.
Yeah, flanking.
17 probably hits, right?
17 does it.
Then I'm going to expend a superiority die to do maneuvering strike again,
Okay.
so that Blatson can
Move away.
move, and that also lets me do an extra D8 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's 11 plus
Hey.
3, 14.
Nice.
Ooh, that's close.
Hooray! I actually did some
You
damage.
jam it into the spring so that he can't move. Blatson is able to move away.
Do I get a full turn of movement or just half?
Half.
Okay, then I am going to stand up, and that's all I can do.
Yep. It'll save you that half of your movement next turn, though. Get well away.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He's going to take half of his movement to get up because he's
Yep.
on the ground.
And he's gonna spring again.
Oh man.
And hold on, let me see something. Okay. And he's gonna spring again. He's gonna spring. Actually, no.
Man, how many springs does this guy have?
Actually, he's not gonna be able to spring because he didn't have all of his movement. He's gonna attack. He's gonna do a bite at Nicholas and a swipe at Twinkle. Bite at Nicholas.
Nope.
Nice.
Nice. Nice.
Swipe at Twinkle.
Hey,
Yeah, so you can see he's starting the spring is actually bent now from falling over. He's having a hard time gathering himself itself. All right. Blatson, you're up.
Well, I don't think I can do a move and an attack, so I'm going to disengage.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I still see him?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to end my turn.
All right. Twinkle.
Okay. Where's my? Oh, do I need to roll something for the laughter?
Yes.
Okay, well, that was wisdom, right?
Wisdom saving throw still. Yep. DC 12.
Dang.
Nope.
5.
Still laughing.
Nope, still laughing. Okay. So then these attacks will be at normal because flanking, or still at disadvantage?
Uh-oh.
It's still a disadvantage. Sorry, goblins.
Goblins. Okay. Okay, the mace. 14.
Nice.
14 just hits.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay. 8 damage.
8 damage. Nice.
And then
Yeah, you see him bend and twist as if it's trying to hold itself back up from the spring.
how about instead of that you just go down already? I'm gonna try to backhand him. It misses though for an 8.
Yeah. Kind of fumble around as you swing backwards, laugh, catches and glances off of it with no problem, with no issue. All right. That puts us at Nicholas.
Yeah. I'll attack him again.
All right.
Hey! Quick call.
Nice.
There we go. Net 20.
And since I can decide to do it on my turn after I hit, I'm
All right.
going to decide to maneuvering strike again and give Twinkle the opportunity to move, but
Okay.
mainly to get that extra damage dice.
Okay.
Critical hit.
Oh,
Oh.
So what is your normal attack?
D8.
So you automatically do 8 points, which is automatic. Yeah.
And then I rolled 2 ones, so it's a 1 either way. So 9.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, plus 3 is.
How do you want to end Jack's
14.
life?
Nice.
Yeah. Again, just once again, as I go to swing down, I'm actually going to miss wide, and then you actually almost like in Naruto when he does the big, he gets a spirit mech. There's a spirit mech of my father's ghost actually goes superimposes itself over the top of me and redirects the swing mid-flight and just chops it straight in half.
Okay.
Nice.
No.
So you see the ghost, the astral figure kind of appear above as he swings upward, and this force coming down from the bottom, almost as if holding the blade, carves with the wooden blade straight through, connecting to the spring, and just hearing that raking noise of metal crushing downward until going through the box, and the box explodes and fragments go everywhere.
Nice.
And this thing is just in pieces of cotton and fabric and box fragments.
Box. It is really weird that I've gotten a lot of killing blows on stuff, and I am not a fighty man.
You are not a fighting man. Nope.
All right. Well, that was awful. Is everyone okay, Mr. Blatson?
I'm still alive.
Does the laughing
Winkle?
stop when the box dies?
The laughing does stop when the box dies. You also can see a shimmering circular, maybe it was a gear or a piece of metal that came from outside of the box, laying, but it seems to be twinkling in shimmering.
Twinkling. What is that?
I don't know.
It's probably cursed.
Oh,
Mr. Blatson, can you take a look at this and see what it is?
I do not have that spell.
Well, can't you just arcane check it and make sure it's not
You
going
can
to
arcane.
kill us?
Yeah.
Just give me an Arcana check.
Unless you want me to spend 10 minutes to detect magic.
I kind of need to sit down as well, but I feel like these hoof noises aren't gonna deal with themselves, so we probably don't want to do that.
Okay, yeah. I'll just do an Arcana check then for now. That's an 11.
With
Real
11,
be 11.
it's hard to tell. It could be cursed. It could be magical. It's giving off you can see there seems writing on it, but it's hard to tell what it is.
I think we should just take it for later.
All right.
all right. I'll pick it up carefully.
Okay, and put it in your pocket.
Yep.
All right, so put that in your pocket. And you're covered. There's boxes all around. There's barrels around you. The hoof marks. You hear a box kind of break in the distance to the north.
James.
Yeah.
I would like to eat 9 good berries,
Okay.
which heals me 36 points.
Jesus.
So I'm back at full health, but barely.
Amazing.
You have any more
So we have a-
berries left?
We have a tank. No, I fed 1 to her and ate the other 9 so that I would have some health so I could tank for you guys. And I'm out of spell slots.
Shoo.
Right. And
I can
with-
basically make 1 super health potion.
With that, we'll take our break.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sure. I didn't even
Yeah.
know it was time already.
Yeah,
is
it's already
time.
time, guys. You guys been cutting through the monsters of the basement, so we'll take a quick break. Be about
Okay.
10 minutes. We'll be back here at let's go 10:35.
All right.
Okay.
See you in a bit, guys.
See
In a
ya.
bit.
Bye.
All right.
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right.
Hello.
So, as we're returning back to the basement, you've dealt with Jack. And now the noises now start to get louder. His hoof marks can be heard to the north. Rustling is heard to the east.
To the east.
To the east. There's rustling in the east. There's hoof mark to the north.
Which one are you guys feeling? Rustling or hoof prints? Hoof prints doesn't seem very gooberty.
No, rustling could
Not
be.
at all.
Rustling could be goobert.
At this point, kind of everything in here feels ominous and dangerous.
I'm gonna have to agree with that. I think everything's trying to kill us.
We can.
Yeah, this job is kind of crap.
We can check.
YOLO, as they say.
We can check the rustling first.
I'm gonna start old man shuffling to the east.
Yeah.
As you get
I'll
around
follow.
the set of boxes and you look towards the east where you hear the rustling, you can see a massive plant kind of thrashing through boxes and pulling out stuff. And
That's
you
just
see-
disrespectful.
Yeah, that's not good. Fire?
Burn it. Yeah, burn it.
How about I just do a...
Oh, wait a second. Hang on. I wonder what this does, and I'll chuck some of the cleaner at it. Plants probably don't like Windex, right?
Yeah, throw
Okay.
me. Give me a ranged attack.
Maybe this is like weed killer.
Oh no.
Probably
How
not.
do I do a
but
ranged
we'll
attack?
see.
Let's just roll a
you just
d20.
roll a d20 and add your dex, I guess.
Not very good. Plus proficiency? Am I proficient? Not proficient? It's like a 10 if I'm proficient, and like a 7 if I'm not.
Yeah. So as it bashes against one of the crates by you, you see the thing turn around. Its maw opens up. You see where eyes would be. 2 ornaments hang, covered in garland. Let me give our friends at home a picture.
Yeah, it don't look too good. It looks kind of mean.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Christmas tree.
Yeah. Yeah, sure is, isn't it?
It's a very angry one.
Hubert?
And it's gonna start chucking ornaments towards you guys. It's gonna take.
You gotta say,
he's
that's
gonna
not Goobert.
row one at all 3 of you.
Oh, no. I'm gonna go down
Uh-oh.
again.
Oh no.
Or actually,
Maybe it won't hit. Or maybe stop being in the front.
So Nicholas, yours first.
Gonna say probably not.
Nope. That completely smacks against the ceiling and just bursts. You hear the thing.
Sad
Oh,
boy
no.
assassin school, huh?
Yeah.
Next one.
Hey.
Sad boy assassin school.
And then as it gets annoyed, you just hear it like thrash its arms and rush through the boxes, and it's gonna come straight at you guys.
Oh, so it doesn't get a
Perfect.
flub up on 2 natural ones in a row, James?
No,
I see
that's
how
why
this
it's-
is.
That's why it stopped doing stuff, and it's just gonna come at you instead.
Does it just explode if it rolls another one?
Maybe.
I would like to roll initiative.
Yeah, roll initiative, and then because of the 2 natural ones, I will roll this initiative with disadvantage.
Dang it, I still
Okay.
roll doo-doo.
It's not as bad as me.
Might as well have been. Hey! That's pretty good.
Good boy
for us.
assassin school.
It's if its initiative is 0, does
It
it
just
take a nap?
James, I think it just exploded. That's 3 nat ones in a row. I thought that
Well,
was your
no, I
house
rolled an
rule.
18
No,
first,
Yeah, I rolled a 19. -1.
and now it's yeah.
And then it rolled a
and
1,
then a
-1.
disadvantage to a 1. Yeah, so I will
For
say
those of-
because of just the horrific movement of this creature trying to rush through the boxes, it's been slowed tremendously. So
So for those of y'all who don't join us regularly for the affordables, James has this band of assassins that he created called like the Phantom Edgelords or something. I don't know. And every time they attack us, they just nat 1 after
they
nat
don't.
1.
Yeah, they
After
don't. They
nat
don't do
1.
very well.
So
They don't do very well
Dell
at all.
started calling them the Sad Boy Assassins. So now anytime he's rolling bad, they're the Sad Boy Assassins.
It makes me sad.
It does make James actually got really aggravated a few weeks ago.
I
During
did
a
because
session.
there was supposed to be a good combat, and they decided to just shit the bed on me. And I was like,
Not
well,
good.
what the hell?
Yeah. You had this cool boss and he just got like insta-gibbed.
Yeah.
So that's the backstory on the Sad Boy Assassins.
Yep. So anytime any of my creatures become lazy, he calls them sad boy assassins. All right, Twinkle, you're up.
Alright.
Yep. Have fun.
Attack!
Yeah, we're going to. Let's see. I'm gonna attack from like this side
Okay.
so that I'm not in everybody else's way.
All right.
It feels weird swinging a candy cane at a tree, but
But we're just gonna go with it.
we're gonna
you get,
go. With
you
it.
get an advantage with this first one because of all of the negatives that this guy took.
What are you going to do
okay.
if he rolls a 1 next, James?
I don't know.
Meme.
Just retire.
Just retire. He's just gonna go back into a box and be like, I'm done.
21 to hit.
Yep. He's just gonna hand us his little trinket, and then we'll move on.
I think he
Fine
probably is
here.
the trinket. He's the Christmas tree.
And yeah, 6 damage, and then going to try to give it a little kick.
All right.
Yeah, with that bonus attack.
Yay. This one's just normal, right?
Yes.
Or 15? Does that hit?
15 does hit.
Yay!
15 neats.
Ooh, okay. Good to know.
Anybody got an axe in their pocket?
That's 5 damage.
I don't.
I do not.
Yeah.
Cause this
And-
thing just flee in terror. All right, Blatson.
Alrighty, I am going to continue to do my very hurt old man thing, and I'm just gonna kind of like walk back here, but I can still see the tree. And I'm gonna PK fire.
I could see the hate in James's eye when you said, I can still see the tree. He just shook his head ever so slightly.
Oh no, he keeps walking closer and closer to the hoof sounds.
He does do that.
This is with advantage.
Yes.
Okay.
James is going to get mad about the tree's underperformance and send the hoof beats at us.
A 21 to hit.
Hey!
That's going to be 6 fire damage because apparently I roll 1s and 6s with damage.
That works.
6-1,
Nicholas.
6-1. Yeah. I'm going to walk up to it and seeing how pitiable it's been, I'm going to give it its chance, James. I'm going to take this other bottle of cleaning liquid I have, stick my hand in his mouth, and then just pour it.
Brave.
Okay.
James gets to hit me every once in a while. And he really likes it. So he's thinking in his mind if he takes this opportunity. And then
No, I'm
what
trying to
happens
make
if he
sure
rolls a
because
1?
because there is an actual ability, like if that is consumed, what it does. So I'm like, does this affect this creature? Is what I'm trying to.
Oh.
So yeah, the creature is not affected by, or is still affected by poison. So if that's what you're gonna do,
That's what I do.
Okay.
Did you just feed a tree Ipecac?
It's some sort of cleaning solution.
Yeah, he just hit him with the scrubbing bubbles.
I'm just saying,
Well, kind of tackle scrubbing bubbles.
if you pour Windex in a tree's pot, it's probably not going to be happy.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Apparently, it is fighting back.
It's fighting back.
It is not getting. So as you dump it in, you just hear it trickling out of the bottom of it, but it doesn't seem to affect
Gross.
Yeah, dude just peed.
Yeah, he did.
Ew.
He just came over here, rolled a bunch of ones, and then pissed himself.
All right.
Perfect.
He's going to garland snare you since you're so close.
Oh no.
So I need you to roll me a strength saving throw, please.
You don't need strength if you always,
You're right.
always roll good.
And then he's going to turn around and smack Twinkle with the lashing branches.
Yep, I will gladly not take any reach attacks this time.
Stats are overrated, guys. Never let your DMs tell you otherwise.
And the 12 misses, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it just bashes through boxes instead, angrily. Let's roll something for fun.
That's
Let's see if this happens.
better you than me, because that would have hit me.
Okay, cool. All right, Twinkle, you're back up.
Sad that I have a mace and not an axe. We're gonna swing and put another candy cane.
Yeah, do it.
For 17.
17 hits.
Use dice.
4 damage. I didn't know they looked like that when I picked it.
They're incredible.
I cannot remember names of kicks, and it's bothering me right now. The only one I can think of is roundhouse. So that's what we're doing.
Crane kick it.
Crane kick it.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, we're okay. That's what we're doing then.
Mr. Miyagi, the shit.
Yeah.
I love Mr. Miyagi.
Yep.
Got
that
him
is-
right in the
Song wax
gubernacle.
off, baby.
Baby, for 4 damage.
All right. So yep, flying tiger kick. Ooh.
We'll do that next time.
Okay. All right, Blatson.
Alrighty, I am going to continue to fling fireballs or firebolts at this guy. I wish I had fireball, but you didn't let us be that high of a level. Don't think that's gonna hit. A 15.
15 does hit.
Okay.
Just hits.
8 damage this time. Look, we're
It's not a 1 or a 6.
Hey.
8 damage.
You watch as
Just
you
over
start
here,
to see
swinging
the pine needle start to burn, and this seems to be hitting a lot more potent than you had expected.
Perfect.
And then you look behind you and you hear this clopping of footprints.
Excuse me, they're clopping?
They're clopping.
Cloppity clop.
Is it a brony or a Pegasister?
Does that give me enough time to move?
It could also be a zebra.
Sure.
Could be a
I'll let you
zebra.
move as you look behind and you see this.
What if it's a Zorse?
A source.
A
They're really
Zorse.
ugly. These things are really nasty looking too.
Uh,
For anybody
Zorse is a Zorse,
who does
Zorse.
not like yeah, so anybody who doesn't like the goriness, this one might be a little much for people, so be prepared. And thank you so much for coming.
Give me the gore. Oh, they're nasty.
They are nasty.
Ooh,
And this one's
yeah.
gonna burst up right behind you.
Yep. As I watch
Hey, they have
myself
Jack-in-the-Box
land
faces.
a really nice firebolt on this tree, and I hear some clippy clops right behind me, I'll just turn around and run over here.
Ooh!
What? No.
It's okay, one's incoming.
All right, and that puts us at Nicholas.
Yeah. I guess I'll attack, because I probably don't necessarily hear what's
This
going on
is
back
not
there.
good.
Nope, you just heard a scream from Blatson.
Nope, I missed.
Oh.
I don't do that much damage anyway. I'm just here to take hits.
Yep, you take it. All right, Terrible Tree is going to do the same thing. It's going to Garland Snare. This one is going to Garland Snare Twinkle this time.
Twinkle, remember, in your heart of hearts, you don't need stats if you just roll high.
Just believe in the heart of the cards.
Is this a okay saving?
Strength
throw.
saving throw.
It's the heart of the cards is what it is.
Yep.
Waiting on it. See what happens.
Hey, the heart of the cards.
There we go.
Yes, it works. It worked. It
And
works.
then he's going to turn around and smack Nicholas. Or he's going to try.
That was
Yep, that hits.
almost a 1 though.
Yeah,
It was almost a
roll
one.
from this tree.
8 points of damage.
8 points.
Oh, that's
As
nasty.
it backhands you with its branches.
Oof.
And
All right, guys, things look a little grim, so I want us to all do something together. I learned this from a good streamer that I watch. Everybody put up your right hand. You guys in chat too. Eric, you too, James.
What?
Now put it over your heart and say this with me. I cannot stop twinkling.
I cannot stop
You
twinkling.
can't stop
And just-
twinkling.
Just remember, you're the main character of your own story. No matter what's going on, you're basically a god. So however bad things are, they can get better. So next time things aren't going well, just remember,
Oh,
I cannot stop
no.
twinkling.
I cannot stop
Stop
thinking.
twinkling.
You
All right.
cannot TPK.
All
Clap
right,
if
and
you
that puts
believe.
us at the cursed deer, who's going to start moving.
I don't like the sound.
And you can see these dog-like feature, like size to it, but it's strange. It doesn't look like a real animal. It looks plastic. And
Yeah, it looks like it has a
deformed.
jack in the box face.
That too,
Mhm.
but
Oh my god. They're the
let's see.
decorations.
Yeah, Christmas tree's more
do
important,
that.
though.
Yeah, he's gonna. Let's see. What's my range?
Are they illuminated?
Kind of. They got this ominous blue glow to them, and he's gonna viciously charge you.
Here it comes. Everybody, ones in the chat. One.
Come on,
Okay.
no whammies, no whammies.
And let's see here.
Hey, whammy.
It's not a 1, but it's
11.
close enough.
Yeah, he just went straight past you.
whammies. Oh, it goes past him?
Into flanking territory? That's okay.
If that's the case, do I get an attack of opportunity?
Oh yeah.
I'll say
Maybe.
yeah. Since he moved, he would get attacked.
All right, as he runs by, I'ma just with my little candy cane.
Stick a candy cane out to have him hit it. Oh yeah, that'll hit him. Hey!
I don't know
Come
how
on,
that works, but
Blatson.
let's go.
Oh, 0 damage.
0 damage. Take
Made
1
you feel
point.
good though.
No.
My lawn.
And he, almost to the point where you get pulled with him for a second, and you're like, nope. All right.
Man, I can't believe
Twinkle,
dealing
now you're
0 damage is
seeing-
the thing.
You've got the massive tree in front of you that is starting to wilt and wither, and you have what looks like a faceless decoration that sits outside of a deer, which is a giant maw.
Balls.
Where's it at, James? I'm sorry. I don't see token. Are you moving the token there?
Yeah,
There he
there's
is.
no token. There it
I
is.
don't know why he was disappeared that time.
I keep not seeing rolls and stuff, so sometimes I just think it's my screen just not giving me information.
I probably should have said something about the no token the first time, just I didn't see it. Oh no.
What? Twinkle, you're up.
Technically,
Oh.
I don't see it, but I totally see it.
Oh yeah, I see those too. That means they're probably not very strong.
Okay.
James got mad that we heard his Christmas tree, so he sent the other goons in.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm
you
like,
put my
do I
Christmas
focus
tree
on the
before the
Christmas
people.
tree? Okay.
That's fine. We're dying over here.
The
We're
idea
gonna-
is the Christmas tree was supposed to kill you all. No.
Twinkle, Twinkle, just empty its water bucket at the base of it, and it'll just die.
That takes time.
No,
There
real
is no
Christmas
water
trees
bucket.
work.
You just see massive roots that are just walking in the ground.
Oh.
Ugh.
11 misses.
Does not hit.
Dang.
Were you attacking the tree or the deer?
That was on the tree.
Oh, okay.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
we gotta finish
flying.
The tree before we get the deer.
No, but if it was the deer, she would have gotten an extra dice roll.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's
right.
true.
The tree's
Flying
a bug.
tiger kick at the tree.
It is.
All right.
Hey,
Oh, that hits.
Hey,
That'll do it.
15. See, I just have to have fancy names.
Flying
with
tiger
it.
kick. Ha!
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's you kind of kick through the tree and then regain your bearing. All right. That goes to Blatsid.
Alrighty, I am going to hold up my candy cane and point it towards the tree, and I'm gonna fire some peppermint infused firebolt.
Peppermint infused firebolt. All smells
needed
good.
every part of that. It was beautifully Christmassy, though.
It was.
I'm just kidding.
15 hits. 15 just hits.
Yay.
Oh god, come on.
Oh, Jesus.
Why are those
One fire
dice so
damage.
mean?
Dice are so mean.
It's a rough life around here.
It's a hard,
It's a hard
not
life.
for us.
Oh, no. Bye, Remy.
Good night, Remy.
All right. Nicholas, you're up. Terrible Tree is currently on pieces of it are on fire, and it's holding on to dear life.
Yeah, James, I'm going to do what I always do and kill Steel.
Yep. Shillelagh.
That
12?
won't do it.
Nope, 12 doesn't do it.
No, I won't kill Steel it.
No kill steal.
We do need to kill it though, because it'll get another round of attacks.
Yeah, it's gonna get another round of attacks.
It can't hit shit.
It's gonna lashing
Just to
It's
wait
gonna
to engulf both. of you.
lashing branches at you, Nicholas.
Okay,
No.
20
that'll do it.
That'll.
Spoke too soon.
for 11 points. As you get backhanded by a tree, and then
Didn't even hurt.
as it kind of flings its hand out at you, an ornament flies off and tries to strike Blasted.
No,
No.
I'm gonna go down. That's a hit.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
LOL! Get zeroed. That's better than. Oh my god! I wish you'd have critical so bad. Oh, I so
Burst.
wish you'd have critical.
Bursts above you.
Oh, it hits him. It just doesn't do it.
It just hits you and then just roll. Like, you know when you throw like a balloon, like a water balloon, and it just doesn't have enough impact, and it just kind of bounces off
Bounces
and rolls
off.
against the ground.
Jesus. It's so much better than you hit.
You crazy kids.
Flinging your doohickeys all around.
All right. The cursed deer is going
Flailing your
to
balls
turn
everywhere.
and bite at. I think I'm gonna bite at Twinkle. Oh, and I need both you and Twinkle and Nicholas to roll me dexterity saving throws, please. As the whole area where he ran through is slick with blood.
Ooh.
Nasty.
Don't need stats. You always roll high.
Yeah, you don't need stats when your auto 19 is on.
Well, you both passed, so but he's gonna bite at Twinkle. 13? That
Nope.
does not hit. All right. Yeah, the
Oof.
reindeer not.
Gross.
Yeah. As it bites, you can see it splatter blood out of its mouth and against the ground. It's
That's not good.
covering the ground with it.
Not
All
good at
right.
I think you need to see a dentist.
All right. Twinkle, you're up.
Okay.
Do the thing.
The tree.
Oh, kill the tree. Right.
Kill the tree.
We're gonna try. The good hearty swing of the mace.
That'll do it.
22
Hey, nice.
for 8 damage.
And how do you want to bludgeon this tree to death?
Okay. I would like to get like a really hefty swing right into like the center of the trunk so that it's like splinters into a bunch of pieces and kind of does the like.
Yeah, so as you bash into it, you see its torso kind of twist and then collapse to the ground. Underneath, you see something kind of roll out as a very small looking ornament of a tree kind of rolls off from underneath it.
And her eyes focus on the stupid deer who has stupidly put himself in flanking stupid.
They're not smart deer, I'm telling you.
And I will kick him, sir.
All right, kick him.
Kick
I will
him!
kick him, sir.
Stupidly kick him.
Stupid
Oh
little-
no!
That hits.
Oh no, you're good.
Nice.
For 6.
Dang,
Well
yeah.
done.
Bashed against the side of the deer, it dents into its plastic.
Confirmed that plastic anxiety?
That's right, confirmed plastic anxiety. The strange element of this
Plastic.
plastic. All right, Latin.
I can see him if I peek around the boxes, right? The deer over here.
If you peek around, yes.
All right, I'm gonna peek around the boxes and PK fire. No, that's not gonna hit. That's an 8.
Oh.
No.
Blast
almost hit
against
me.
the box next to you. Next to you, Nicholas. The box scatters just random ornaments and other baubles kind of just cover the ground around you.
In the midst of this, Nicholas goes, Can't wizards just use prestidigitation to make new ornaments every year? Why are we here?
I think he really needed his basement cleaned of
I
monsters.
guess so.
Nicholas.
Just all these Christmas themed monsters down here. It's
It's a
just
rough life, man.
so strange. Yeah, I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
I lathered him with me shillelagh. Hey!
23 definitely hits.
4 damage.
That's more than me.
Yeah, it's more than a PK fire.
Other one's going to start moving. Going to try to bite at you now. Nicholas?
Yeah. That'll hit.
Oh.
3 damage. 4 damage.
4 points of damage. It chomps down on you.
Come on.
All right. Twinkle, please roll me your dexterity saving throw.
Right. $15?
15 passes.
Nice.
You don't fall down from being slick with blood.
Yeah.
I'll look at you and say, Twinkle, take a step to your left. Like diagonally.
Wait. Can
Like
I do
up.
that? Oh, this one.
Why?
Get out of the goop.
Oh, it's just blood.
I know, but we're continually slipping in it.
It's fine. We're flanking.
You're right. It's fine. We could be flanking if I also move down, but it's fine. You're right.
Oh. That's valid. I can move. Is this what you meant over here?
The William Shatner circle.
Oh, what are you doing? What are we doing?
Is it me?
It's you.
Okay,
It's you.
sorry. I got really confused for a second.
Poke him in the butt.
I'll poke him in the butt. With my mace.
Poke him in the butt. It's gross.
It's gross.
And it doesn't hit.
It
This
doesn't
thing
hit.
kicks away. It
Yikes.
says, you see it kind of turn around and look at you really creepily as you're trying to poke it in the butt.
I'm training to be a veterinarian. It's fine.
That's not how that works. My wife and I work. My wife and I run a veterinary business. It's not how you do it.
I don't think so either.
You'll be all right. Still
I'm
learning.
gonna try to kick him. No,
It's not kicking him in the butt.
Nope.
It's been a bad turn.
It's been a day.
It's been a rough one. All right, Bladson.
I'm gonna continue to firebolt from around the corner.
You need a firebolt. All right.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, this isn't grease, is it? It's blood.
It's
Yes,
blood.
it is blood.
I was gonna say it'd be really cool if you
13?
set that crap on fire.
13 doesn't hit.
Dang. These are tough dudes. That's all I got. I have no bonus actions.
That's all I got.
All right.
What is a bonus action?
Nicholas.
I'll just step to the right. Do I need to make a
Yes, you need to
dexterity
make
save?
your dexterity save.
Oh, we didn't roll
Oh,
high this time. We
balls.
needed stats.
Yep, so you fall on your ass.
Oh,
I'll stand up.
Yeah, you would have needed like a +6.
Yeah. I don't have that. Then I'll just pop him.
Okay.
Oh.
22 hit.
Oh.
4
not
damage.
good.
Minimum damage again.
Yeah.
That's what we do. But at least the deers can't like charge both of us again this time if they charge.
Mhm.
So this one's gonna bite at you, Twinkle.
Twinkle.
You're trying to play with its butt.
Uh-oh.
really did not like that.
Could that have been on me instead, Jane?
No,
Oh.
that's 8. 11 points.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Whew.
This thing just bites into your side and rips.
Pinko,
All
they're
right.
supposed to bite me, not you.
And this one is going to direct charge at you.
All
Do I
right,
get
go for
another
it.
attack of opportunity?
Nope, he stayed away
Nah.
from you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright.
Nope.
16 misses.
Sweet.
All right.
He doesn't super miss though.
No. Not a brown bear, please.
Man, I'm struggling over here.
We're all kind of struggling.
Yeah. This is rough.
Remember, don't stop twinkling.
I think I might just have to expend one of those
Do it.
spell Maduhikis.
Do it. Do them up.
Yeah.
All right. That puts us at Twinkle.
All right. Gonna try to swing again. Yay!
Oh, let's see what
He
happens.
did now.
Yeah,
Yay!
that's gonna hurt
Very
now.
Nice.
Going to jail now.
Do I click the critical hit thing or just
Just hit the normal hit,
Okay.
and then we'll just add the
And then
max
add
damage.
max damage, yeah.
Okay.
7 plus 6.
13.
Look at that. Yeah, you bash it inward. Cracks in places it shouldn't crack, and
Very good.
What
it kind of
places are
teeters
those?
as like one of the legs falls off.
No. Oh no.
I don't want to crack in
So-
places I shouldn't crack.
It's looking pretty bad
wouldn't
though.
He's looking really bad.
That sounds like the worst way to die.
All
I
right,
think
next
I've
one.
been cracking in places I'm
Kick.
not supposed to crack.
It was bending and warping, but it wasn't cracking. This one cracked.
They weeble, but they wobble, but
This
they
old
won't
man
fall down.
cracks,
Don't
I
fall
tell you
down.
what.
22.
Dang,
22 hits.
That's a good turn.
Alright.
And how do you want to kill this deer?
I want to like I don't know what the kick is called, but the one where you kick like straight up and down and try to hit the exact same spot I just hit with the mace, so that it just like continues the cracks through the reindeer.
The old anime bullshit kick.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I know it well.
You know exactly what I mean.
I know
Right
it well.
into the same
What
piece
is-
you hear.
What is that guy from Tekken? Law? something law?
Yeah,
martial
Outlaw,
law.
or martial
Yes,
law.
Martial law.
The old martial law kick.
I immediately thought of Leorio from Hunter x Hunter.
That works too. But yeah, no, that one. Oh, not that one. That one.
But you got to do the cool like Zanji from One Piece, where you like have your hands in your pockets and you just like kick him up and then like slam him down.
Yeah, without any sort of issue,
Yeah.
kick him upward and then crack right into that piece. And as the thing breaks away, you can see a small statuette, like porcelain piece of or porcelain deer with inside it.
What happens if we smash him?
The porcelain?
Yeah.
I think we're supposed to turn these in.
Yeah.
I'd say it's not a good idea.
We also weren't informed there would be hundreds of monsters down here.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, and that puts us at Blast.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go for the one left alive with a firebolt.
Yeah, the one left alive.
What else?
Definitely not
do I
another
do?
one. Oh!
I think a 21 will hit.
21 does hit.
That's a 10 damage.
Oh!
Hey, good
Ooh.
turn.
Yes!
Good turn. Finally,
Nicholas?
the tides have turned.
Yeah, I'll just hit it again because that's what I do.
Hit it. That's what you do.
How the
Hey, with that shillelagh.
tables.
How the turn.
How
tables.
That does not.
Aw.
Oh,
But it's gonna bite at you.
that'll hit.
Nice.
Nice.
For
Ouch.
6.
6 damage.
Oh,
6 damage.
you got
Bites
6
into you.
damage. You're fine. Everything's great.
Yeah. Twinkle.
It's Christmas.
You're also below you. Hear that you just feel as he bites into you. You feel that as the blood splatters underneath your feet.
So if I move, I'm gonna need that dex saving throw from the blood, right?
Yes.
To go over here. Okay. I will do this.
Do it anyway.
Yeah.
I approve.
He's gonna slip and slide.
Did we
Nah,
have the
she's
porcelain
good.
Thing?
She doesn't need stats. She's got all them rolls.
All them rolls.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have them rolls.
So
this
you
time.
Did not have
said
those rolls.
that.
You watch as she
Jinx.
slips against the blood and slides down.
You didn't remember to never stop twinkling, is what
I
happened.
didn't. I
That's what you
didn't.
didn't ever stop swinging.
So I'm on the ground.
You're on the ground behind him, and that's your move.
Okay.
You can't get up. You just gotta stay there.
Can I use the slipperiness to like do a little butt spin kick?
Sure,
like
go
that.
for it. Why not? Yeah,
Like
Hunter
breakdancing?
yeah. Just
Yes. Oh well. I guess like can I roll my mace after the spinny kick, or should I do it first?
no. You don't get the mace this time. That's what you fell on your butt.
Right, I
Slip.
fell on my butt. Let's see what happens.
Hey!
Hey!
that'll hit though.
Good one.
Breakdancing, it's super effective.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Okay, fine.
Shit, we've lined up for the super combo again.
You did. You signed up for the super combo. Latin.
I'm gonna firebolt.
Fire my laser!
That's a no. No can do.
Plus
Disappointed!
big porcelain reindeer balls.
You.
You guys Kevin Sorbo fans?
No.
But he's muscular Matt Mercer.
I don't even know who that is.
The guy that played Hercules in the TV series.
Oh,
What TV series? Oh,
Hercules.
Hercules.
I've never seen that TV series before in my life.
Think of Matt Mercer, but like 50 pounds heavier and swole.
And
Whoa.
swole.
All right.
Go for it. Come on.
Blatson.
What?
No. Blatson went. It's your turn, Nicholas.
Yeah,
Oh,
I missed
in
my
the
firebolt.
initiative tracker, it says Blatson.
I missed my firebolt.
I'll attack and do very little damage again. Or
It's
miss.
more than 0, I'll tell you that much.
There we go. We hit.
You hit.
Damage. We're gonna do some damage. Roll a 1. Hey, it's 6. We did 9 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Question.
That
You
makes
can
up for
see
the
an
damage I
initiative
didn't
tracker?
land.
He's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the
Look
fighting
back
was
and forth, trying to decide which one to
James.
bite.
She's still prone, right?
She is.
I'm gonna use my last superiority die to do a maneuvering strike, and add a
Okay.
D8 to that
Okay.
in damage. So 5 more damage.
Okay. So how do you want to do it?
Yeah. So I slide under this deer. I in the blood. I slide under it and like hit it from underneath, and it
Chop
just
his
flings
balls
against
off.
one of the boxes. And as I do, I slide into Twinkle and push her up with my maneuvering strike. As
Breakdancing
she
team.
gets to move half her movement, which would be stand up.
Mine's gonna stand up. So you slide through and just carve across the bottom of it. You watch as this thing collapses and cracks, and you can see another one of those porcelain statues within inside it. Twinkle, you stand up.
Yay.
Nice.
All right.
Good job, team.
Yay.
We killed them all. There's definitely not any more.
We still hear hoof
Nope.
sounds. Hoof prints, marks.
Nope, you don't hear hoof prints.
Clip clops.
No more
Anymore.
clappity claps.
Okay, good.
No more clippy
I think we
clops.
should just kind of look through some boxes in here.
Yeah, I'll
Need
grab
perception check.
the
Or investigation
porcelain
checks.
deers and
Yeah, I'm
the
gonna do
ornament as
investigation
well.
because that's what I can do.
That's fine. Yeah, go do investigation.
19.
19. So rummaging through a massive load of boxes, you see mostly just clothing, random baubles, but with both 19s, you both do discover a two.
Our ability checks are always exactly the same.
Right?
So
You guys get-
peculiar.
You guys found 2 cylindrical-looking green vials.
Okay.
Drink it. What, Mr. Blatson? Do you know what these are?
I might. Give me a moment and I'll Arcana check it.
Yeah.
14?
They're potions of extra healing.
Hey,
Yeah.
Mr. Blatson, I've recently got the shit beaten out of me and lost 30 points of health in one battle. What are you on? On a scale of 1 to whatever you would think your best is, how you feeling over there, Twinkle?
I'm feeling at about a 5, which is not great.
But you all are horrible RPers.
I feel
I
rough.
feel like a 5 out of 50.
I'm
You
feeling
know.
like an 11 out of 40.
I'm being honest with you, Sonny. I think I'm ready for my second round of porridge.
So, I'm not sure what that analogy means. You feeling good, or like you need to eat some of this green soup?
You're running out of fuel.
Some green soup and a nap sounds great.
Okay.
It's soup and a nap.
I don't think we can take a nap down here, Mr. Blatson. There seems to be Satans everywhere.
I'm gonna down one of the green soups.
Green
You should-
soups.
You should
Doesn't
take
even
the
ask, just downs the green soup. Got it. Yeah, so it's 4d4.
Oh, okay.
44 plus 4?
Yep.
Yeah.
So does that mean
You
48?
should take the other one, Twinkle.
A total of
What?
48.
No.
You said 44 plus 4.
Yes.
I remember when I used to play my gnome wizard, my party used to pick me up and put me in
yeah.
a sack and
Also
beat me
14
against the
healing.
walls. They used to put me in a sack and beat me up against the walls and stuff, and then I learned disintegrate. And I cast it the first time and they said, "Did you just say 4d10 plus 40?" I'm like, yeah, and they never put me in a sack ever again.
Right?
Is it cool if I take the other
Yeah,
one?
you should take the other
Okay.
one.
You. Oh.
The 20.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better than me.
Nice. Good soup.
Good soup.
Good soup.
Let's see. You guys have now collected 2 porcelain reindeer as well as a porcelain ornament of a tree.
Perfect. That's what I like to see.
That's
We're getting more
incredible.
toys, boys.
Yeah, all this like death-defying for some freaking $2 toys. I'm so glad we took this job.
Interesting.
Getting real antsy about maybe having a mental break and maybe burning this place to the ground.
You know.
Someone on
Nicholas,
Faache book
give me
said that
a,
we should burn it.
Give me a perception check, Nicholas.
$18.
You see a glowing orb, like a
Oh.
glowing patch up here in this corner.
That's probably not dangerous. We should go check that out.
It's like a bluish glow.
But it seems like we got to go all the way around the boxes just to get to it.
No, it's like inside the box. Like it's surrounding the boxes.
Oh,
Where was it again, James? Ping it one more time. I'm sorry. I thought you said back here. Okay, over there. I thought you said this other thing over there.
mhm.
Yeah, we can climb over these boxes, right? Or no? Are these boxes unclimbable, James?
They're all stacked to the ceiling.
So we need to go around.
I mean, we
It
could
would-
move boxes.
Yeah, we could
Or
just
that.
Kool-Aid Man this thing. Oh
I'll
yeah.
just run as fast as I can.
I mean, if I see it glowing over there, I kind of want to
You can-
move boxes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just move the boxes.
If you move the boxes, you'll see.
This sounds like a terrible idea.
Well,
Hidden glow.
interesting.
Goobert? Is that you, Goobert? Maybe it's the Christmas spirit.
Do you want me to go check it out, or do you want to?
Well, so here's the thing. You guys newly drank that green soup and it gave you a bunch of hit points, and I don't have very many. So if somebody goes down, maybe it should be me. So we don't waste that beautiful green soup that we just had.
Oh. Well, if that's what you prefer.
I think I'll do that in case it's a bomb, basically. Because,
Be
like,
cautious.
I'm pretty sure I can see my patella. Like, my leg is pretty much gone. It'll be fine.
Yeah, he can
I'll
see
go
his
over-
medulla oblongata.
I'll go over and like, touch it.
You're gonna go over and touch it.
Yeah, and see what it is.
Okay. As you go over, you can see it seems to be a globule of the size of a melon. That's giving off this bluish glow. Inside, you can see what looks like a 3-story building, kind of from the looking upward, like from the top side view. 2 figures inside, stationary.
Well, hello? Can you hear me in there?
It's the Twin Towers.
Really?
Man, see, now I can't do what I wanted to do because I was just going to crush this thing in a fit of rage.
Well,
I'm just
Oh, shit.
saying. He said that there were two figures.
He said
or
there were.
something.
He said there were 2 people.
2 people
In a
3-story
room.
3-story tower.
Okay. Okay.
Does it look like the tower we're in, or a different kind of tower?
I don't know. Look at it and
Is
see
it
what
the
you think.
Gooey Tower?
Give me a perception check.
I'll do that. Why not?
I'll do that too.
I know how to perception.
14?
Yes.
Oh!
20.
16.
It just seems to be a snow-covered city townhouse.
Okay.
Snow-covered city townhouse.
Okay.
And there's people
I'm gonna
in it?
kind of. The best way I know how to describe what I want to do, James, is, Bluska do. We can too.
You're gonna touch it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to Bluska do it.
Yeah. So
Do
as
it.
you
Bluska-do.
Bluska do, we can
We
too.
can do.
Immediately you see the globule kind of glow brighter and brighter and brighter, and then dim back to normal, and Nicholas is no longer there.
I escaped.
Nicholas, you immediately feel this cold air rush around you.
Nah, he's
All
got the hat
around
on.
you can see
Actually,
nothing.
James, I don't.
Oh, you don't. You're
He's
right.
got the hat on.
I'm fine.
You can feel the breeze,
Yeah.
though it doesn't affect you.
Yeah.
A bright like daylight kind of catches your eyes, and a massive blizzard seems to be rushing around you, but it doesn't affect you.
Yeah. This is
You're
fine.
standing in front of now the townhouse that you were looking at, and two people are standing there.
Oh. Hello. Goobert?
An older woman kind of looks at you and she's, "Hello there. Are you Deanna's friend?"
Am I Deanna's friend? I don't know who Deanna is, do I?
No.
No. I'm Nicholas. I'm here
Nicholas
about
Flamel.
the Christmas ornaments for Alphinius.
Oh, Winter's Dance has just started.
Oh,
Please come in, warm yourself by the fire.
okay. Thank you. That would be wonderful.
This sounds like a trick.
Mm-hmm.
So as you walk into, it seems to be a very comfortable looking home. You pass by a kitchen area or a dining room area where food such as, a giant feast is being presented. Pass through that, and then you are set into a small study room. An older gentleman is sitting there smoking a pipe.
Hello. I'm Nicholas.
It's nice to meet you, Nicholas.
I'm here about the ornaments for Alphinius.
Alphinius.
Yeah, Alphinius Goo.
I don't know an Alphinius goo.
Oh. Well, the lady seemed to know what I was talking about, so I suppose everything will be okay.
I figured you were brought here for Winter's Dance feast.
Yeah. Is this guy wearing red?
No, he's not wearing red.
Santa.
He's wearing simple colors, simple clothing in general, though he does have a deep purple robe kind of wrapped around him to keep warm.
That's a very nice robe. I suppose
Thank
I could eat a bit of dinner. I'm not sure where my friends are though. I touched an orb and just kind of showed up here. So, yeah. But I guess I'm here now, so Kismia leads where she wills. So, yeah. Dinner sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Of course. He motions you into the dining room. There you see a young lady with her her cat kind of perched to the side of her. The older woman that you met earlier sitting next to the head of the table, and then at the head, of course, he goes and sits down. There's
I will sit down as
seats
well.
for another 4 other people. So, it's crazy winter out there. What brings you to Hardcastle?
Do I know where that is?
Give me a history check.
1. Nope.
Nope.
I touched a blue glowy orb when I was looking for some Christmas ornaments, and I just showed up here.
They look extremely confused. You must have stayed out in the winter or in the snow too long.
No, I was actually in the basement of a wizard tower.
What?
Yeah, Alphinius Goo of the Tower of Goo. He over kind of by Darkenhaven. He hired us to get some Christmas ornaments out of his basement, and it turned out to be filled with Christmas themed, Winter's Dance themed monsters. And then I touched a blue glowy orb, and now I'm here.
Son, I think you need to just eat. Sounds like
Okay.
you're delusional.
Yeah, I am a bit hungry, and
What are the rest of you guys doing while that's happening? So as you come back, neither of you, he's no longer there.
Watson. What?
Magic is so wonderful. And I'm just gonna walk over to the orb and just give it a tap.
Okay, and immediately the light glows again and Blatzen's gone. Blatzen, you're standing in front of the room.
this job sucks. We're out.
What? Shit! Also touches the orb.
Immediately the cold air catches you, and as Twinkle kind of reappears next to you, it's freezing cold. You can see the house in front of you. The door is slightly cracked, like open, and you can see a glowing light from inside.
And from the inside, you hear Myron, 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 the ugly troll.
I'm gonna go inside.
I'll follow.
I'm just gonna old man shuffle inside.
Oh,
Okay.
Mr. Blatson, Twinkle.
Oh, are these your friends?
Yeah. Did you guys blue skidoo too?
Feel free to sit down, have a drink, have some food.
Oh, thank you.
We're in Hardcastle now.
Yes, if we want to. Enjoy a good
I
drink.
would like to do a
Some
history
food.
check on Hardcastle.
Sure, go for it.
You're
I
obscenely
also-
old. You've probably heard of that.
A 17.
So it's like days journey away from Waves Crest, and it's to the east towards the Wormrust Mountains.
Okay. Whoa!
It seems
Don't I have the story about this place?
as Kismia has led us away from our old occupation and into a new quest.
Wow.
A new quest. You all are speaking so strange.
It's just a bunch of
eat,
magic
shall
stuff.
we?
You
Yeah.
all need, sounds like a good rest,
Yes.
maybe a bath.
Yes.
Oh,
We'll
a
sing
bath.
some Christmas carols, and we'll get you some sleep.
You have
Why not-
any bubbles?
Of course. And he kind of turns his fingers, and bubbles start popping from his fingers.
Thank you, Elrond.
So, enjoy. And you all start. They
Yep, I'm
start.
gonna
eating.
I'm gonna start eating.
Yep, just eating. Instantly trust this.
This
Yeah.
is fine.
This is fine.
No, everything's fine. It's just magic, you know. Magic
Yeah.
is great.
Magic's weird, dude.
Wizards, man.
You're finishing your food, and you're getting ready to be done. He says, "Would you like to join us in a game of charades? Maybe a few carols. You know, just to enjoy the Winter's Dance celebration."
Sure.
Sounds wonderful.
Brings you into a large room where there's a fireplace burning brightly. The other two are sitting in these very comfortable looking seats. They all start singing a very old Zyranthian carol. While that's happening, you all have heard this carol before. It's very common throughout Winter's Dance. And this goes on for about an hour or two.
God rest ye merry ugly trolls, ye ugly trolls of war.
Got any more? Come on.
Nope, that's all I got.
So as you guys finish singing and some games are played, he asks you, would you like to stay the evening, stay out of the cold?
Sure, that would be lovely.
Be delightful.
Why my daughter take you to our guest rooms?
Man, I really thought one of you two guys was gonna like object to this, but we're just all in.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
The young
I'm a
lady
wizard, it's
seems
magic.
to have a twinkle to herself, or a smile, and a good smile as
Can't stop twinkling.
she can't stop twinkling. You're right. And she takes you up the stairs to 3 small rooms and wishes you a good night's rest. And as she closes the door behind you. Anything you guys like to do, or are you guys just going to pass out?
Oh, I'm passing out.
Yeah, I'm going to sleep.
Man. I was ready for bed at 7 o'clock.
I've been killed like 4 times over and just like surviving on good berries.
Yep.
As the 3 of you drift off into your slumber, feeling the warm tranquility of these rooms, that is where we'll pick up next week.
Hey, we blue skidooed.
Nice.
And get a nap and food.
You all do get a full rest too.
Hey!
Hey!
Yes.
Don't mind if I
Spell
do.
slots.
I like spell slots.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the second part of our 3-part series. As we finish up next week, we'll find out what the curse is really about down here in this basement, and we'll find out where our friends are at.
Sounds like Alphinius being a bad homeowner is what it really sounds like.
Well, sounds like somebody needs to talk to them about that.
Oh,
Make sure.
God.
You want ints? Because this is how you get ints.
What's that?
Do you want ints? Because this is how you get ints.
Right? All right, guys.
Oh,
I hope you all
man.
have a good time. Make sure you're letting us know how you like it. Definitely come hang out with us on Discord. And this will be up here on Tuesday, Wednesday time frame on YouTube for you guys if you want to check out the whole thing again. And last week's episode is up there already. So
Yeah.
Until then, we will see you guys all on Tuesday I believe. Keep an eye out on the social medias, because the social media is what's going to tell us what is coming up for next week, because it's still the holiday week and we don't know exactly what's happening.
I just decided that I'm driving to Nebraska for like a few days, so
Oh, wow.
I'll be away from home for a while.
Okay. But until then, have a wonderful, wonderful holiday, New Year's, and we'll see you guys next week.
We did Christmas.
Bye.
Yeah, it's over.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.